Alrighty, I'm back again, and this time I'm here with a Galaxy deck profile. This is this is a pure OTK deck, but it has really bad late game. It's pure OTK. I can't. I mean, there's some late game plays, but it's like one play maybe. It's an alright deck. I've played it a couple times at locals. It's not tournament wise. I've played it once in tournament. I didn't do too great. It's more like a fun deck. Again, I play a lot of fun decks, so this is another one of my fun decks that I like to play. So I'm just gonna hop straight into the monsters. I play two Veiler. It's just it's a good card in my opinion. I really like Veiler over Breakthrough Skill. Just not just not because Breakthrough's like bad or anything. It's good, and I love Breakthrough Skill, but Veiler in this deck is a lot better just because it's a light monster, and I play one for one and stuff, and sometimes I need a monster in my hand to play one for one, and sometimes Veiler will be the only thing there. So yeah, so two Veiler. I play two of Cloud Dragon. See, Cloud Dragon is one of the best cards in this deck for the fact that he gives you a free summon of a Galaxy Eyes from your grave or your hand, and then you can also banish it and give a Galaxy monster and give a Galaxy Eyes monster an XYZ material. So if you summon something with no XYZ material for some apparent reason, somehow in this deck, which kind of happens a lot, it's a pretty good card to play. Or say if something ran out of XYZ materials. I played 3 Galaxy Wizard. It's standard in this deck. Raises himself to level 8. He has 2 different effects. Both of them can be activated in the same turn. One is he can raise himself to level 8, and the other one is you could tribute him and then add one Galaxy card from your deck to your hand. So this sets up a lot of plays, especially with the card I'm going to show right now in a little bit. I play 2 Honest because almost every monster in this deck is light except for some of the extra deck monsters, so it's pretty standard to play that. This is one of my best 8 stars, only because there are things that I play against that this is a really good card. It's like a Gores, but instead of taking the damage, you pretty much negate the attack. It's weird. It's when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you special this in defense. So it's on attack declaration that this happens. So you special summon this, and then if the defense of this monster is higher than that monster as attack, then you destroy it. So you pretty much never took the damage or anything since it was on attack declaration. This is a good card, but it can be pretty bad in some matchups against some decks, like decks that just don't summon monsters with 2,000 or more attacks sometimes, so it could get pretty annoying. Or decks that just don't put out too many monsters or don't like to leave their field full, like sometimes, I don't know. This is another one of my one-ofs. This is a pretty good card. It's gotten me games sometimes. If you control it's like if I control a Galaxy or Photon monster, I can normal summon it, and then if I do, I can special summon a Galaxy Eyes monster from my grave, but it comes out with like 0 attack, or I think it like loses 1,000 or 2,000 or something. Play 3 Galaxy Eyes, super standard. Like if I don't play 3 Galaxy Eyes in this, it's just not gonna work. I play 1 Red MD because who doesn't love a Red MD in a deck with dragons? Plus, it's extra fodder for one of our extra deck monsters that I'll reveal. Alright, so I play 3 of the Counter Trap of Tachyon Transmigration. This card is super, super good. Yeah, I love when I have this card and I go into my basic first XYZ and it's Tachyon Dragon, and then people are like, oh, bottomless, torrential, something like that, and I play this, and it negates it and sends it back to the deck. It negates every single card in the chain link that it before this, and then it sends them all back to the deck after they are negated. So it's a pretty darn good card. this is a card. This is like one of my favorite techs. It's if a Galaxy XYZ is destroyed, I can play this card, and then it's by card effect and by battle, so it's really good. But I can destroy as many cards as I want off my opponent's board, and if I do destroy them, I can banish them, so they don't ever hit the grave. I just destroy them, and they're insta banished after destruction. So it's really good against stuff like BA or Shadow or stuff like that. And it's as many cards on my opponent controls. It's not even monsters, it's everything. So if my opponent controls like just a big board and I play this card, it's a really big FU. Also, if during my draw phase I can banish this, I could banish this card from my grave, and I can special summon a Galaxy Eyes XYZ instead of conducting my draw. And it's really good. It does target in the graveyard. I played 3 Galaxy Zero. This is a really, really good equip spell. Photon or Galaxy Monster, special it in face-up attack. It comes out with 0 attack and no effect. And then, but once per, like, say, yeah, one time if it's destroyed by battle, I can negate its destruction with this and destroy this instead, and then it goes back to normal. It has its effect back and it has its attack back. So this card's pretty good when it comes to stuff like that. I normally just play it to bring out a Galaxy XYZ to set up for OTKs. If I have this in my hand, including some other cards, I'll show the combo in a little bit after I reveal the whole deck. I can set up pretty good OTKs. I play 3 Axolite. The reason I play 3, like some I've seen like some people play Galaxy decks and they play like 2 of this, but I think 3 is really, really, really good, only because it gives me a free level 4. It gives me a free Galaxy Wizard pretty much, and then I can't normal that turn, which is okay with me because this deck is mostly consists of special summons, so it's alright if we play that. I play 2 of the Galaxy Expedition. I've been thinking about playing 3, and I might as well put in a third one because it's really, really good. Combo with Galaxy Wizard or Axolite, because Axolite is a free Galaxy Wizard. It just lets me special summon a level 5 or high Photon or Galaxy monster, so it's normally I just special summon Galaxy Eyes, so it's really good. I play 2 Photon Sanctuary for the reason that there's so many Galaxy Eyes in this deck. They could defend me for a little bit, and they have 2,000 attack, so if you make a first turn play with this or something, and somehow they survive a turn, and you could switch them to attack, and that's 4k damage. This is a standard card in this deck. Rank Up Magic, the 7th one. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what this card does. If I draw it, I can reveal it, and then I can play it during my main phase, and then it brings out this big guy after bringing out his form before this. I bring out 107, and then it lets me put the chaos number on top of it. It doesn't have to be that one. I think it's like 101 between 107, and yeah, staple, double MST. Here we go into the one-ofs, Raigeki. This is the one-ofs and also the staples. I've been thinking about playing more than one of this card, Photon Stream of Destruction. If I control a Galaxy Eyes monster, I can just banish a card on my opponent's field. Of course I have to target it, but yeah. And then if I control a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, I can play it from my hand or whatever. But if I don't, I have to play it after I set it. So it has its downfalls, but I'm still thinking about playing more than one. Foolish Burial for the little dragon and or a Galaxy Eyes monster if I have the little dragon. Soul Charge, pretty basic in this deck because it's really good and it helps me out sometimes if I want to set up a bunch of XYZ monsters. 1-for-1. I need that dragon sometimes. I can discard a Galaxy Eyes, special summon the level 1 Cloud Dragon, and then tribute him and special summon the Galaxy Eyes from my grave. I play 1 trade-in. It's pretty good to combo with if I already have a Cloud Dragon, or if I need a Cloud Dragon, or if I need 1-for-1, I can discard a Galaxy Eyes, draw 2, and then if I draw into the little Cloud Dragon, I can special summon. And then Dark Hole. That's another one of my one-offs and a staple. Alright, now let's go move into the extra deck. C107. You're only gonna ever play this if you draw into the seventh one. So we play this for the reason that we can go into the Utopia, and we have rank up Magic the seventh one. So if we just happen to draw him with trade in, that'll be one of my plays. We play two. We play two of this guy, two of the Dark Matter. Dark Matter is extremely good. The only time that I can't use him is like if I use Photon Sanctuary in that same turn, but it doesn't ever really bother me, and it's a great card against decks that don't want their cards banished or their monsters banished. I play a Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, really really good. I don't use it as much as I use my other XYZs, but it's all good because I have way better plays than that card, so it's all right. I play two of the Full Armor Photon Dragon. This is your play setup card, pretty much, I guess. I mean, you won't start it with this. First you'll XYZ into Tachyon, then you'll go into this guy, then you'll go into Dark Matter. But you'll first, before going into Dark Matter, you'll discard one of the materials that is most likely going to be Tachyon Dragon, and then you'll pop a face-up card on your opponent's side of the field. So, yeah, it's really, really good. It's really, really good against stuff, a lot of stuff, when you want to pop face-up cards. Then we play one of the Prime Photon Dragon. This card gets games a lot if you have a lot of, say you have a lot of XYZs on board, and then you summon this guy afterwards. It can really help out if your opponent has just one monster on board, and it might have a graveyard effect or something, and you really don't want it to go off. Or you really just want to end the game with one attack rather than having to deal with whatever goes off afterwards if that monster dies. So you bring out this guy, you give him a giant attack buff if you have like 2 or 3 rank 8s, and pretty much just end the game with him. I play the Dragluon. The only reason I play this is because we don't have an OCG card that I really need. It's like this ice looking dude with a sword or something, I forget what his actual name is, but he's okay. I never really go into him, and if I do, it's kind of rare. So I play 2 of the 107 Tachyon. I don't want to play 3. I don't want to play 3, but it's a possibility that I could run into later on. But it's really good at 2 right now, and I don't feel like I really need more. So I play Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. It's kind of standard in a rank 8 deck. I play Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder, standard in a rank 8 deck. I play Constrel or Omega. See, I run Omega, but it makes me think about, like, I switch this and Utopia. I switch between this and Utopia all the time. I have a lot of my Utopias in my other decks, so I just switch between this and Utopia a lot. Omega helps sometimes. He's not the best of cards, but he can help if I don't really have rank 8 plays in my hand, and maybe I have Galaxy Zero and I have already a Galaxy Wizard in hand. This is what I'll go for, and it helps out sometimes. So, and that's the deck pretty much. Oh, well, I mean, I can show the combo, I guess. Yeah, I'll just show that. Let me see if I could pick up the cards. Let's go into the cards. Let's grab a Galaxy Expedition. Let's grab an Axolite. And one more card. And a Galaxy Zero. That pretty much sets up game right there. Then let's grab some of the monsters. I think that's like the beginning of the monsters. Alrighty. No. You want to grab like, yeah, you just want to grab one. You don't need more than one for the combo or whatever. So this is how you'll do it. Where's Galaxy Wizard? I think he's like right here. Okay. And this is pretty much the combo. This is going to be on the side because that's in deck, I'll say. Uh, you summon Galaxy Wizard. You activate his effect to raise him to level 8. Or you actually don't even need Galaxy Wizard in your hand. This is how you do it. You just Axolite, summon Galaxy Wizard in defense position, activate his effect, raise him to level 8, activate Galaxy Expedition, special summon a Galaxy Eyes, overlay with them, go into just the very first, go into Tachyon, then go into Photon, activate Photon's effect. If you can't, just go into Dark Matter, and then with Dark Matter, use Dark Matter's effect and detach Tachyon Dragon, and then Tachyon Dragon, while it's in your graveyard, you want to use Galaxy Zero, special summon Tachyon Dragon, and then special summon another Dark Matter Dragon on top of that, and that's game. Since you have 4,000 damage, even if your opponent has a bunch of face-up attack position monsters, it can. Since you have 2 of them, you will be able to attack every single monster your opponent has on board, if they have 4. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty darn good card, and I love this deck. I love playing it. It's a lot of fun playing this against friends and stuff. I have good matchups against some decks, bad against some others. The deck pretty much gets wrecked by vanities, lose the turn. I don't mind any of that stuff because I don't really play this tournament wise. So yeah. All right, well, that's the deck list. Thanks for watching.